Welcome boys, this is episode number 1 of the backtesting series I'm going to be running on here. And what I want to focus on, what I want to go over is obviously how you're going to be backtesting, what backtesting is, and why backtesting allowed me to become profitable and allowed me to have so much more confidence in the model that I'm trading, and also allow me to be able to refine long term. What variables you should be looking to track, what is irrelevant, what's going to help you the most in your trading. Now, for me, backtesting has allowed me to be so much more confident in the way that I'm trading because it allows you to see whether what you're doing is going to work out long term and if it's going to play out long term, and if it has played out before over multiple years. Then if it has played out before over multiple years, obviously trends do continue and the market does change, but backtesting allows you to gather a good set of results to have more confidence in your model and allow you to continue to give you a bigger and better edge within the markets. Now, most people struggle with not being able to follow their rules, and why would you? If you have no data behind you and you don't believe that those rules actually work long term, why would you follow those rules? Because if you're just given a set of rules or you make up a set of rules, but you don't actually know that they work and that's the best way for you to be trading, the best thing for you to be doing, then why the fuck would you follow them? But backtesting allows you to go away, test those rules, see if they have worked long term, see what gives you better results. Those rules that you have set in place right now might not actually be the best thing for you to be doing. And that is the only way for you to find out. A lot of people talk about forward testing. Forward testing is just basically looking at the market daily, pretending to place the trades and seeing how those trades would have played out. But with forward testing, it only allows you to trade as much as you would be trading. So over a year of forward testing, you can only gather a year's worth of data. Whereas when I was in my peak backtesting, doing about 4 to 5 hours every single day, I could gather about a year's worth of data in one day, which is obviously going to expose you to so many different market conditions, see how your trades play out long term, and give you so much quicker results, which is obviously what people want. We all understand that trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and if you don't understand that, you need to understand that. But if you want to fast-track your progression in data collection, backtesting is 100% the way forward, because it allows you to gather data so much quicker, giving you more confidence in the model that you're trading, allowing you to expose yourself to different market conditions, seeing how your trades actually play out throughout months, throughout years. And that is obviously inevitably, when you see your model playing out long term and it's consistently up over the years, you're gonna think, okay, well maybe this is the best way for me to be trading. If it isn't playing out over multiple years, then maybe you're gonna have to go back to the drawing board, and that's also completely fine. But backtesting in a whole is basically going back, looking at previous data throughout the markets, and then just playing out your edge, playing out your model, and seeing how it actually plays out long term. Because we don't want to just be trading a model that's only performed 1 year out of the last 40. Because who says it's going to fucking play out again? That might have just been a one-off. We want to be trading a model that's playing out every single year and giving us good returns every single year. But if you've learned a model off anyone, you need to go away and backtest it, because who says that that model is even profitable? Because anyone can just lie about their results. But what you need to do is learn that model from that person and then go away and backtest it for yourself and see if you can replicate the results that they're supposedly getting. Now, obviously some people are going to be telling the truth, but a lot of people in this scene can be lying. Now, for me personally, I've gathered over 40 years worth of data through TradeZella, and that is the platform that I backtest on. But what we're going to be going over in this series is how backtesting allows you to understand the model deeper, also get used to taking those trades, get used to seeing how that model plays out, but also giving you more confidence. And lastly, allowing you to be able to refine the model that you're trading. Because some models may be very good, no one says that that model cannot be refined. And I guarantee every single model out there can still be refined. Whether it's trade times, whether it's entry points, whether it's confluences that you're using, you can 100% refine your model. And that is for every single model. And I've done a lot of backtesting, but I guarantee there has been ways of refining the model that I have not thought about. Now, backtesting is also going to allow you to see how your model plays out in different pairs, because you might be just trading 1 or 2 pairs at the moment, but how do you know that your model works best with those pairs? Because it could actually be giving you better results from different pairs, from niche pairs that you haven't even thought about. But when you are testing different pairs, you need to make sure that the spreads are actually good, because I went down this rabbit hole as well, just testing random pairs. And then it turns out, after doing 3 years of backtesting on that pair, about 15 hours worth of work, oh, the spreads are fucking shit, so I can't even trade it anyway. So you need to make sure before you go away and backtest different pairs that those spreads are actually good throughout all 24 hours, because some pairs, the spreads are good from about 8 AM UK time to about 10 PM UK time, but then overnight they open up massively. So you need to go away and just see what pairs actually have good spreads all the time, because we don't want to be trading pairs which have high spreads, because it's just going to massively ruin our results. You're going to get stopped out early, you're going to get wicked out when you actually shouldn't be out the trade, and your entry points are also going to be missed if you're placing limit orders. But what I'm going to do quickly, boys, is just show you my credibility, the amount of data that I have gathered. I'm looking at my TradeZella right now, and I've got 41 years worth of data, and that's not just over one fucking pair, that's testing multiple different pairs, I think about 10 to 12 pairs, seeing if the model could be refined, if it has if it works better with different pairs. And as you can see here, boys, that is 41 years worth of data. I don't know why it says 14 hours and 58 minutes. And this is the data collection. On here, this is one pair, this is another pair here, another pair, another pair. And as you can see, boys, it does not stop. If I just scroll at the bottom here, you can see I've literally tested so many different pairs, because your model can always be refined. I guarantee it. You might think you're a good trader, you could be profitable. Your model could still 100% be refined. And you need to get that in your head. You may be a very good trader, you may be a profitable trader, but your model can still be refined, okay? The necessary software that you're gonna need to be able to backtest well, a lot of people use Notion. The only things that I actually use is TradeZeller to actually backtest on, place the trades on, go back in the years, and the subscription for that's about £20 a month. But if you use code WILLOW, then you're gonna get 20% off of that, mate. And then also, in order to be able to track the data, as I was just showing you on there, you're gonna need Google Sheets or Word Sheets, whatever the fuck it's called, mate. But you're not gonna need to go into too much detail with Notion, especially if you're trading a mechanical model, because the confluence is the exact same every single time, unless it's a variation of that model. Now, for discretionary, you may need to use Notion because you're gonna have to write how you felt in the moment about that trade, and that is completely fine as well. For discretionary trading, it's gonna take you a lot longer to gather that data because you're gonna have to take more time. Whereas mechanical trading, it's the same confluence as every fucking time, mate. So you can get through it a lot quicker, and that's why mechanical trading is a lot better long term. You can gather a lot more data, you can refine that model a lot easier and a lot quicker. But that is episode 1, boys. Episode 2, we're gonna be going into how you are actually going to be tracking that data and how you can backtest